I've never farted like that.
We rolling.
Are we going?
We rolling.
They hating.
Limp Bizkit style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
This is one of those days.
Here with a snooky. What does Limp Bizkit say?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
I forgot he had an album called Chocolate
Ladies
Starfish.
and gentlemen, introducing the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
Fred Durst. Fred Durst, good or bad?
Limp Bizkit, good. Fred Durst.
Have you not seen like country Fred Durst though?
Is that just Kid Rock?
Welcome to the Low Poly Podcast.
Hello.
It's episode 6. This is a Fred Durst only podcast.
Yeah. Have you brought your red caps?
Fuck yeah. Did you like shit 90s music? Shit.
Yeah, of course. I like shit 90s.
metal.
Why do you think we do this podcast?
Yeah.
To be fair, I preferred like the shit pop punk to the shit new metal. Like I don't really like Slipknot or Korn.
Really?
I like some, like push my fingers into my ass kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's the gift that keeps on giving. But
No, lad, when I was like 10, that was like a fucking spiritual awakening for me.
What's your favorite new metal song?
I don't know if I have a song, but the one that opened my eyes to the world of
Opened your ass.
opened my ass to new metal was is it Wait and Bleed by Slipknot? I think it's their first major album.
Is that the one where the guy sounds like he's choking the entire time? Oh no, that's Spit It Out, isn't it? Never mind.
Yeah, they're all tunes.
Yeah,
all fire
I
tunes.
got nothing against them, but I was very much in the pop punk. I'm sorry. Emo kind of vibe.
I that was still back in the CD days.
Hell yeah.
CD's nuts. Got him.
Hell yeah.
But like when I used to carry around, the big fucking Sony CD player, it was all new metal and pop punk. So Sum 41 and Slipknot and Blink. But
Did you have a wallet on a chain?
Oh hell yeah!
Chain
Are
pants. Are you serious? What are you talking about?
Fucking chains in the jeans.
Yeah.
Fucking little badges on my flannel shirt.
Fat Etnies sneakers, like the bigger, like skate shoes, but they were just fucking huge.
What is it? DC?
Like
is it DCs? What are they? What were the thick?
Yeah.
Thick. Is that the one I'm talking about?
Yeah. I think
they
so.
had like the fat tongues, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did you? Were you New Rocks?
On my helmet.
New Rocks.
The big boots.
The big boots.
New Rocks.
No.
No?
I've never seen them.
Shout out New Rocks.
Get them out.
Shout out Calvin on the decks. How are you, lad? You okay?
I'm okay.
Oh, Calvin. Yeah, you cripple head, weren't you?
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah,
Calvin blew his entire backside out. Lifting up.
Getting his back absolutely blown
Yeah, he
out.
got his back blown out by a bit of furniture. He slipped and fell, honest. The x-ray is hilarious, though. We are going to post the x-ray on the Patreon.
Calvin legitimately. We haven't recorded in a couple of weeks. I know it's only been a singular week for you people that watch regularly. I know who you are.
All two of you.
You might have figured out by now. These have been batch recorded.
Yeah. We've talked about it before.
Is that not a secret?
Up the batches.
I mean, we're waiting up.
Yeah,
waiting
so it's
on
been a
some
little
fucking editing to get them posted.
Yeah. But it's been a little while, lad. I've missed you.
I've not missed you.
Good.
No, of course I missed you. Yeah, it's been lovely. It's been. Should we spoil it? It's been.
See, it's a Blink episode, lad.
What's it called? Yeah, it's been Christmas and New Year. Not to spoil anything. Yeah. Any New Year's resolutions?
I have shit tons.
How many are gonna make it through January? Do you
We'll
think?
soon find out.
We're both off the bevs,
We're
aren't we?
off the drink. I'm still on Monster. I need some form of caffeine. I mean, actually not that big of a caffeine man.
No, you're not. To
I'm
be
pretty
fair.
high energy as a default.
Yeah.
But when I come to record podcasts, I've done a full shift and I want to die.
Yeah,
So here I am.
so we've got the same energy. I just want to die all day.
That's your baseline.
And the caffeine kind of breaks it up. Speaking of, you know how you're saying you're high energy? One thing that kind of came to me one night when I was like falling asleep, like AI voices.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of like pop punk songs, I keep seeing them on like Instagram of like Homer Simpson's voice, like AI singing like a Fall Out Boy song and stuff like that.
Like Plankton doing.
I am very worried that my voice is going to get turned into AI just because I'm very deadpan. And like this is just going to give people, no, I'm worried.
I can sack you from the podcast.
Yeah, you can just get. Josh
sorry,
Bot.
we're audio only now, and just get AI Josh to compliment me.
Yeah,
for an hour straight.
Yeah,
fuck yeah. Can you just give me compliments and then I won't have to sack you?
That's gonna be tough.
If you had to give me one compliment.
Your beard looks very oily recently.
Like
I did that without even
It's oiled. Sorry, I meant oiled.
Can we get an AI Calvin?
Calvin,
as soon as possible,
just really
please?
quickly, Calvin, you're single, aren't you?
Chronically.
You look very greasy today, you horrible twat. Can't believe she didn't call me back.
Hey, girl!
You know what I'd say?
Greasy?
You're a very hard worker, which sounds like a not compliment. It sounds like a kind of special award you give someone, but you are actually very hard
Because I was
worker.
born in the fields, brother.
Yeah.
Fucking living
Picking.
barrels of hay.
Dipping.
Fucking making the roads. Just a tarmac.
No. Is that funny?
I was
working class people.
I was fuming when I moved to this country, you know.
Where?
It's full stop. Because I didn't know that tarmacking was a stereotype for Irish people.
Yeah.
Because I just happened to tarmac in Ireland. I was like, yeah, it was a nice summer job.
Yeah.
Got me fucking jacked. Still at loads, so I just got bigger and bigger. And look at, I am the man that you know today.
The builder.
But then when I moved here and when I was working my last job and someone was like, what did you do before this? I was like, oh yeah, I used to tarmac. And about 5 people laughed in my face. I was like, "You's all fucking
Did you start
famine
hearing,
deniers or something?"
I'm
What
just
the fuck?
imagining you just like going into the 1,000-yard stare and like the rebel songs playing in the background, like the fucking flags just waving behind you, like
and I was like, and then in that moment I learned that it was a stereotype.
yeah.
And I think ever since I've just been trying to avert attention
them.
and trying to be like less Irish, maybe.
Did you ever pick potatoes? I don't know, like it's a summer job or whatever.
Children in Ireland don't get sent out to pick potatoes in the summer.
You said you were from the field.
Go on, Johnny.
I thought you
There's
said,
some Mars pipers out there that need picking.
as I said it, actually, as you looked at me,
Did it take the
I
stare?
realised
me.
that might not have been the most culturally sensitive thing to say. You played any games lately?
I played fuckloads of games.
What you played?
Pikmin 1 and 2.
Pikmin on here.
Pikmin, Schickman. It's actually pretty good. For my brother bought me Pikmin 1 and 2
Yeah.
for the Switch.
Nice.
So it was like a little remastered, little gunged up version. And I have loads of games sitting in my backlog that I wanted to get through. And I was like, oh, I'll give Pikmin a little go. And I've just been playing Pikmin for like 20 hours. It's fucking sick. It's class.
Yeah. Speaking of kind of lazy stereotypes, I've been playing a game. Not a lot of people, I think, watching this will like this game because it's a Thatcher era building simulator. It's set in the 80s and you get like a right to buy house and then you just do it up and stuff. But like I sent you on like Christmas or Boxing Day, Scouse Jimmy, who you meet because he's trying to fucking break into your building site. And he tells you, he's like, right lads, so basically you've got to get the no fines up. I mean, it costs a lot of money, but I do know someone's got some lying about here. I'm not saying take it like, but you know.
I definitely feel like a Scouser gave me like cheat codes as a child.
Why?
Like just sneaking me GTA's like, yeah, lad, you want that fucking jetpack?
That's like doing things for good, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've just been so fucking addicted to it. Just build me a little house. Getting on the pints. Honestly. So
wait, what's this game and what's it called?
It's called Landlord's Super, which is the name of a beer in the universe. It's fucking class. And it's got like the whole vibe of the 80s, like the shitness to everything, like very run down.
80s did seem simultaneously cool because they had the Ninja Turtles, but also shit because of everything else.
In America, really cool. Here, like Thatcher and poverty and...
Well, did the 80s not have Reagan?
What's that?
Was the 80s Reagan in America? That seemed pretty shit too also.
Yeah, so it's got the thing of like, you know, you can get to the top, but at what cost?
At what cost?
Yeah, a lot
Only
of
one way to
money,
find
I'll
out.
tell you that.
A lot of
Jesus
money.
Christ, houses are expensive, man. And the tenants. Anyway, it's made me empathise for landlords in a whole anyway.
You coming in with a tweed suit.
What's
full
really
Tory.
interesting is that like my dad was like a builder in the 80s, and so I've just been asking him questions like, what's the best mix for like concrete or whatever, and just off the top of his head he'll do that. And I feel like in a weird way I'm like bonding with my dad because I'm just doing everything he did in the 80s, which is just smoke constantly. I still do that, but drink loads of pints, get really fat, and just build houses, and that was it.
But
You know
you're
what
just
I mean?
doing it in the simulation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I can't connect with my dad in real life.
Yeah, fuck
You
that.
know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking talk to him
Yes,
about like
you're,
emotions.
you're,
and stuff.
you're talking to podcast fans right now.
Yeah,
They're
you all get
connecting
it.
to us parasocially. The best social.
Yeah, for sure. So I played like 25 hours of this game. I would recommend it. It's very good. It's a bit content light, but
If it's fun, it's fun.
good. I have one other thing to say.
Go ahead.
And the one person I won't shout out is family, just out of respect. Max Payne's voice actor
Oh fuck, guy.
fucking died
He is actually dead,
at
isn't he?
65. Shout out to his family.
Shout out Max Payne.
But for real,
dead
though,
family.
not like Charles Martinet, who isn't actually dead.
So, for context,
Yeah.
In episode 1,
Which hopefully you didn't watch.
yeah, it's definitely, is it our most racist one? Probably.
It's yours, for sure.
I did a bit where I relayed. I didn't even it wasn't off the back of anything. I think it's out of nowhere. I went, have you heard the voice of Mario? Famous actor Charles Martinet is dead. And we did a whole bit.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
It was. Probably seen the clip.
He's not even dead. I just made it up. Well, I didn't make it up. He is retired from the voice of Mario. And all I seen was a load of thumbnails on YouTube of YouTubers being like, thank you for your service, Charles.
Okay.
And I just was like, oh, he's fucked. He's gone. He's lost all his lives.
I love it. Because I got the text. I want to say it's at like 3 a.m. of you just saying, Mario's not dead. Charles Martin.
Do you know what it was? It was literally Christmas. And I'm scrolling through Instagram and I just see Charles Martinet. Wahoo! Merry Christmas. I can imagine he does the Mario voice, and that's just what he sounds like. And I was like, he's fucking back. He's back from the past.
To play the shitty games.
Games. See, another fucking episode 1 callback. But yeah, he's just not dead.
Is
So
Charles
shout out to
Martinet
his
on
family.
like Cameo? Can we get Charles Martinet in to say like so long?
Have you ever used Cameo?
Dylan? I really wanted to do it for David Hayter, the voice of Snake. Just like this is the lamest thing ever, but I just really wanted him to tell me I was doing a good job. Calvin, you leaned your microphone closer. You've got a cameo story.
I did a cameo. Not did a cameo. Oh, I mean, give me a
Should
shout.
we start a cameo for all the fans of Low Poly Podcast?
I'll do cameos cheap, and I will say whatever you want. I'll be like those guys. Do you remember like what was his name, Tyrone? And then there was a guy who just always asked for your credit card number. That guy.
Oh yeah. The fella on the
Mario's in
computer,
trouble, and he needs your, you know what I mean, your security code and digits.
What are you saying there, lad?
I bought a cameo from what's the fella who played Jay off the Inbetweeners?
I don't know.
I haven't a clue.
He plays games.
Yeah, so
James Buckley.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Jay off the Inbetweeners.
Yeah.
He does loads of cameos, and I did a cameo. I was in a.
You keep saying you did a cameo, like you were there with him, like, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, you're right, Calvin. Do you want to get in on this?
I bought a cameo. One of my closest friends, well, two of my closest friends had a baby, and my other closest friend, we had a long-standing battle to win who would be the godfather, the godparent of the child.
Godfather.
So I thought, do you know what will win me this? A cameo from one of the Inbetweeners. I'm not godfather.
I think if anything, that lost your pole position.
Did they do anything?
No.
So what we've got from this is that Calvin insults women. He insults friends. So God knows what he does to dates.
And babies.
And babies, yeah. What did you get him to say?
I got him to say congratulations on the birth of their daughter. I also I just left my jobs before I moved down here and I had no money. So I just thought, I'll tell him that. I thought,
You have to get yourself in there and the congratulations message for the child.
yeah, I had to go in and be like, right,
I'm paying for it already. I may as well get something for me.
this is my last £60. I've just left my job.
You spent your last 60
spent
quid
your last-
for Jay from the Inbetweeners to say congratulations on your fucking mud baby.
Yeah.
Sorry, what? I feel like episode 6 is that feels a bit like
I was referring to like the potatoes I used to pick. So I used to call them mud
you
babies.
said, but Dylan, you said you didn't fucking pick potatoes. His story's falling apart. I fucking knew it. Call that a stereotype. It was 100% true. You think I don't know what goes on over there?
I'll never tell.
I know everything. So, Mud Baby.
Mud baby.
Yeah, bought a cameo from one of the Inbetweeners and he took the piss out of me
For spending his last 60 quid.
for spending the last of my money on this stupid video.
And now
Because
here we are.
I wanted to be godfather and I'm not.
that is
fucking
hilarious.
good.
I said
That's
you can
amazing.
put a clip in.
Oh, do you have the thing?
Yeah, it's on my iCloud.
Oh, fuck yeah. Definitely send that in.
That's brilliant.
It'd be really funny if I just didn't add this in. I'm just like, he's made it up, folks. He's like, he is Jay from In-Betweeners coming up with stories.
He's stolen In-Betweeners DVD from Woolworths. That's what he does. I've got some small game news.
Small game news.
Small game news.
Like GameCube discs. Tiny.
Okay.
That's my bit.
Yeah.
Do you like my bit?
Yeah. Gaming. Topical.
You're gaming.
You're coming out with fucking both barrels this weekend, yeah? Like, no one's spared. I saw this the other day, and it blew my fucking mind how stupid this is. So it was on a thing, Spider-Man 2, the latest Spider-Man that we were slagging off. Yeah. Not the good one with the Twin Towers in it, the newest one.
Rip.
Yeah. Shout out
Never to forget. The towers.
Gotta get it in. That's my bit. It's still funny. 9/11. That cost.
Like the Xbox Live days where you would have like friends all around the world playing Gears of War and shit. Yeah. We had an American friend called Shelby. Yeah. And we used to do, because we were edgy teenagers, Mr. Shelby. Sorry, I just got that. We used to do 9/11 jokes.
Yeah, of course.
On the reg.
Yeah.
But because they're an American with no sense of humor.
Yeah.
Not saying all Americans don't have a sense of humor, but
none of you have any sense of humor.
But this one didn't have a sense of humor and didn't understand sarcasm at all, and just took everything really, really, really
so
seriously.
He got really pissed off, and you didn't go, I'll stop. You go, no, we got to go in.
No, we got to go in.
He's showing his weakness.
We're going for the second time. There's another plane, Mr. Bush. But just before we move on, just because I bring this up, this is a fucking horrible story. Jesus Christ. So this same Shelby, we had played games with years. I think, how did we know her? I think one of my friends.
It was a woman.
Yeah, it was a woman.
A girl gamer.
Yeah, it was the one girl in that group of like, in the, the meme with all the lads behind the sofa. It was just us, but like sweaty Irish, spotty teenagers and this one yank.
Oh, okay.
I think there was like my friend's cousin. Lived as an American, and then their friends. Cool. We played games together. Whatever. Cool. Fucking the internet's cool.
So 9/11.
9/11. So there's one day it was like, right, we should like. Shelby's a little bitch, right? We liked her. She was good crack, but it's like she takes things a bit too seriously. Yeah. I think I'm 15 at this point, and we're in school, and we know we're coming to play games later on in the day. And I go, it would be dead funny. I'm going away at the weekend, so I can't play Xbox. What if you tell her I died? What if you told her I got in a really bad car accident and like thinking this is hilarious? Yeah. I'm like, this will be so funny, brother. Like we'll plan it out. We elaborated the whole school day, a whole massive story about how I perished on the roads of Drumquin. And like told all my friends, like rung the ones that weren't in my school to be like, listen, when you get on, we have to make this airtight.
Yeah. So just again, you know how I was saying kids are crafty, but they're fucking stupid. So they're presumably one of their best friends has died and they've gone, fuck. Gears of War then. You know what I mean? Like straight away. They're just like ruthless.
Everyone immediately on Xbox for Gears of War.
That happens all the time around here.
So,
you know what I mean?
So everyone got home from school, got on
immediately.
Hell, Shelby, what's the crack? Just so
how are you?
Just so you know, before we just jump into this lobby, shotguns only first and foremost.
Obviously, yeah. This is Gears of War. Hell yeah.
Secondly, Dylan's perished. He's part of the earth now. He's a mud baby. He's returned to mud baby, and she just cried and left.
Did she?
And we couldn't get hold of her for like.
Did you ever speak to her again?
Oh yeah.
What was she like?
So I got home and didn't know any of this, and one of my friends rung me. And she's like, "Yeah, she just started crying. Like she just got really upset." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh no!" And so I had to go on Facebook at the time, and be like, "Oh, I'm not dead, by the way, lol."
The lol, just like the little thread that's hanging on there.
Well, it was before emojis, so like maybe a lamo or a pone.
A lama. Pone. You believed I was dead, Ringo. Pone. Oh, that's what you get for crying.
He's like, just bring back Pwned. And she was just really angry with me, and I don't think our relationship ever recovered from that.
Damn.
Yeah.
She must have loved you.
No, she just was so sad her friend had died.
Just lame, that.
Lame.
Anyway, back to what I was
As I
saying.
said, no sense of humor.
That is really funny, to be fair. She just took the knot completely and just started crying. Yeah, so I was looking in at Spider-Man 2, how much it cost to make. No, it's fine. It's fine. That was a good story. But I also saw, you remember Sunset Overdrive? It came out on like the Xbox One.
Yes, it was like an Xbox One launch title. Yeah.
Guess how much money that made?
Sunset Overdrive. I'm going to assume 75 pence.
Oh, you fucking ruined the joke now, haven't you? Because you've massively undershot
No,
it.
that I know it sold nothing because the Xbox One sold like dogs. I'm going to say 200. No, I'm going to say like gross profit.
What does that even mean? Gross isn't profit. That's net.
Net profit.
Yeah.
Your
Business.
Your gross.
Fully net fucking...
Finance brothers.
You
now.
need a fucking net.
The finance
Wrangle
boys.
you up.
Right. I'm going to guess $150,000.
It made $567 profit. Right? That's a launch title for the Xbox One. I know you got it free.
$500 profit.
I didn't believe it, so I've got the link here. We'll put that somewhere. But it made $567 profit, which is fucking insane. That was a launch title game.
I played Sunset Overdrive.
I've not played it. So there we go.
Well, it was fun. It's because no one bought an Xbox One. I had an Xbox One. I really liked the Xbox One.
How did that? I mean, that was only really saved by the Nintendo Wii U, right? Just absolutely dying a death, wasn't it? Because nobody bought an Xbox One, but nobody bought a Wii U.
I had both of those things.
There we go. That's everything I had. I want to say, just going back to Landlord Super really quickly, that's part of a genre of games I love, which is just like someone's life, someone else's life simulator. Like, you ever played My Summer Car or seen My Summer Car?
I know My Summer Car.
Finnish car crash simulator, My Summer Car, or Mombazoo, which is Canadian car crash simulator. But it's very much in that kind of thing. Like, I smoked so much, I gave myself like irreparable lung damage kind of vibe, which I'm just fucking all for. So if anyone has any games like that where I can kill myself in lots of very normal ways, like stung to death by bees or whatever, give us a shout, because that's like my crack right now. Is just playing a game where I'm a productive member of society and I do something
to live that dream.
Yeah,
I think
not to actually do the hard work.
Yeah,
but to pretend like I do. You know what I mean?
It's sometimes you just need a like, because I grew up in like, I want to do art.
Yeah.
And I want to work with cameras and music. Yeah. And maybe I should just stuck to the tar.
Get back in the fields, like.
Me and the Mud Babies.
No, I'm not.
It's my name, my new band. Dylan and the Mud Babies. Be a crooner.
What are we talking about today, Dylan?
What the fuck was I talking about? Did I have another point before I wanted to go on?
You tell me. Like,
I don't give a fuck, man.
You just went on a fucking tirade against all sorts of people.
We've been just recording and talking shite. It's class. Yeah. Podcasting's easy.
I can't believe we've not made fun of Calvin yet for being from Cumbria.
Calvin, you suck!
No, I just mean from being from Cumbria. He's a Cumbrian.
The fuck's wrong with Cumbria?
It's got cum in it, hasn't it? Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, like how are you,
that's pretty good.
All this fertile ground, if you will, that we've not plumbed, we've not digged it down yet. You know what I mean? Dig dug.
We'll put a Mud Baby in you.
Fucking stop with the fucking.
What?
I wish someone would.
Oh my god, you were laying a fucking Mud Baby before when you were taking that fat shit for about 25 minutes. Like,
right, Josh, we have fucking topics to talk about.
Oh, yeah,
stop talking about Mud Babies for 2 seconds. Creep.
Yeah, my bad.
You know what's gonna be really funny about this episode?
What?
Because I know most episodes of the Low Poly podcast, we have a topic, but we don't really get into the topic for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But I feel like this one especially, because I think a lot of people might click this because of the clickbaity title and clickbaity thumbnail I might make. It might be shit and no one even watches.
24 minutes.
24 minutes.
Yeah, we've got good time. We've got time.
It's not fucking sad. But I wanted to talk about a real man's activity.
Hit me up.
Yeah. So like people will see this and click the video and go, yeah, I like whatever this is. Or we'll click on the discourse. Be like, yeah, fuck football.
Fuck football.
Fuck rugby. Fuck cricket.
No one likes cricket.
Fuck badminton.
Yeah, even less. No one likes badminton.
What's the worst sport?
Ooh, ping pong.
Ping pong.
Yeah.
Fuck ping pong.
Fuck ping pong.
Fuck you.
Of course, you know who plays ping pong.
Who plays ping pong?
All sorts of people.
Mud babies.
No,
I know. I keep saying mud. It's the name of the podcast.
No.
The manliest sport of all is the sport of E.
What does E stand for?
Esports.
Oh.
As in, it's the noise I make when I get when I don't have my headphones in a shopping center.
It's the noise I make when I lose any kind of competitive game as well.
Oh, lad. So we're talking about esports today. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it for pedophiles?
Yes.
Yes, and yes.
Some is good, some is bad, and some are for pedos.
Some are for pedos.
There's something for everyone, and that's why it's the greatest sport in the world.
Exactly. Michael Jordan, get the fuck out of here.
There's
If you're a
something for
real
everyone.
athlete, you'd meet me in Overwatch.
The 1v1 Rust.
Ooh.
Shotties only.
But see, I take the piss. But I think esports. I don't think it's cool. I think it's past the level where it's so lame that you have to be really, really into it to kind of enjoy it. And it's like other sports. I enjoy certain esport games way more than others.
Yeah.
Like I know it all came to fruition off. It was League of Legends was the first big mega one with the mega bucks.
I'd say it was Dota or StarCraft.
StarCraft, no, you're right. StarCraft. It was them Koreans.
Steady.
Looking
Is there
for
an
dough.
Asian country that's safe from Dylan Lynch? I have a slightly different opinion. I don't like a lot of esports. I am with you. Watching the games, like I really like watching like CSGO and fighting games and stuff like that. But I want to say esports as a whole, super lame. FGC, only a little bit lame. Because that's the big difference to me. Like,
What is the FGC for people unaware?
fighting game community. Yeah, just making sure. And it's just it's all designed around hype, proving you're the best. It's a very shonen kind of vibe, isn't it? It's very anime kind of battle
You
vibe.
feel, no matter how bad you are at a fighting game, you feel like the protagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the training arc, go into the training mode, fight against the dummies, and once you beat someone who's a bronze level,
Yeah.
and you eviscerate them, you feel powerful.
powerful.
But then once you go against
Yeah.
someone actually competent at the game,
Yeah.
it does feel like a very Frieza Cell-esque.
Or just every new arc of Dragon Ball, to be fair. It's like, well, I'm going to get something in,
Gotta
kill
keep
them all
going.
off. My thing is that like esports is very manufactured a lot of the times. And I think this is a problem where like we are the boomers in this situation, right? Because realistically, the only successful esports I can think of that aren't League of Legends, which is around 2011. I think that was the kind of like, of course, maybe a bit later.
There was a definite bubble. There's
Yeah.
a definite bubble with esports with the League of Legends and companies seeing how much money that was making.
This is the thing, is that like the big esports games, Calvin, are like StarCraft. They are, fuck, I'm going to forget them all now. Dota, which is like League of Legends, but the original kind of version, and like Counter-Strike. So it's like a shooter, like an RTS game, and like a different type of RTS game, right? And then there's fighting games in there too. But like really, they're the oldest ones that are still about, I think.
Yeah.
There's like the Minesweeper World Championships and shit, but that's not really the big money. So,
I was actually looking, just Googling what I was of like viewership of esports now. Fucking FIFA's number one now.
Well,
Yeah, there we
I have
go.
a thought on the FIFA. I remember first time esports came into my like understanding or whatever. It was when I support West Ham and I saw the West.
yeah, fucking up Jared Bowen, by the way. What
He's
a
fucking
legend
sick,
is
isn't he? Yeah.
Sorry.
Actual sports references. Fuck me. Do you touch women as well too? Get out of here. You're sacked.
Yeah, I remember seeing the West Ham Facebook or Instagram announce that they just signed
Yeah.
an esports player, the West Ham's first official esports player. Now if you think about West Ham, who do you think about as a fan? You think about you think about the most middle-aged man in the world.
There's that video. Maybe we can find it really quickly just in the background, but there's a video of, do you remember in the Europa Conference League, Big John, literally like a fat man with his top off, and some of the other team's fans was like trying to jump the barrier and batter them.
Yeah,
and it was just him on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Just
I thought you were going to go, that was my dad.
Yeah, no, but he's just standing there like tops off, going like, whoa, whoa.
Just fucking laying into them.
Yeah, he's just doing that. But they're trying to get him. He's just too fat to be
He was
hurt.
protecting the stand where
the women and children were.
A West Ham away game in Europe, and where the West Ham, I hate it. Oh. West Ham had just won the game.
Yeah.
So all of the home supporters tried to get into the stands where the players' wives, girlfriends, families were sitting. Yeah. And then Big John and a couple of others like West Ham, they just kicked the shit out of a load of, I'm going to say, vaguely European football fans.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But as well, like, you know, the meme of like, I eat this, foreigners, nothing wrong with them, just don't like them here. That kind of thing. That for people who aren't from England, that is like the stereotype of the West Ham. That is the, come on England, score some fucking goals, right? Score some fucking goals. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me actually. But FIFA, again, if you think about it, has been going for decades at this point. So it kind of makes sense. Like, these things have very like natural scenes, like millions of people played this before there was any money in it.
As much as I clown on FIFA and how much I don't like it, like the amount of normie people, the amount of people that aren't hyper virgins like ourselves who are so into FIFA, and like seeing like even like FIFA competitions and like pubs, it's cool. It's a nice thing. Yeah, that's like, right, pick up fucking Street Fighter. See what happens. Cool John.
And then I'll show you.
And I'll show you who's
what true
then I'll get the
is.
girl.
Yeah.
But it's cool. And then Call of Duty, and then StarCraft 2, then League, and then Counter-Strike.
Yeah. So Call of Duty is a bit of a weird one because I remember playing COD 2 when it was at its peak. But I think all of these most watched games are all, apart from FIFA, which is yearly, but it's kind of the same game, are all games that have been around for like 15, 20 years. And the scene grew when there was no money involved. Like, I was thinking about this in the shower when I was touching myself as well. To be fair, it was about Halo 3 multiplayer.
Oh, I touched myself to Halo 3 multiplayer. Are you serious? Custom games? Fucking
ODST helmet. Ooh. Anyway, what's it called? I played Halo constantly and Call of Duty 4 when there was no money at all. And these were like the most popular games in the world when there was no prize money, no chance at tournament.
The idea of playing games for money didn't
it just
exist.
doesn't exist for us, does it?
No.
But for people now, we'll get on to the kids later. We'll get to you in a bit. But like now it's like Overwatch or it's like Valorant, where like these games are made to have a competitive scene. And I don't think that's bad, but there's, again, going back to it, there's a difference between an FGC, like prove you're the best player, prove you can beat anyone in the world kind of vibe. And even that's getting more and more esports. And we've made this game specifically to have a scene around it. It's got tons of investment back in, like Overwatch multiplayer, like esports is dead as fuck because they killed the game to try and make it an esport. They ruined the fucking game trying to do that. That's the other thing as well, is that like when it's fun, when there is no scene, you can just have wacky shit. You can do weird things, but as the game gets more serious, you have to play serious, and it just kills the fucking enjoyment
out of the game. Out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, man. Like, I remember, like in League of Legends, they used to be really like cheesy. Like, they're called one tricks. Like, they only play one champion or one hero, and they would just cause chaos because they're shit normally. But it's like the Rock Lee vibe. It's like in a circumstance they like pop off entirely, and they're just trying to get to that. So they'll ruin 9 out of 10 games, but on the 10th game, they will fucking transcend, you know what I mean? And they will become, God. And those people get like banned now. They get flamed to fuck now because you can't have fun in games. Because there's this thing now of like, if we just go play football, there's no expectation that we're going to get signed by West Ham. If I play five-a-side or Sunday League.
Not racist
West
enough.
Ham. Fucking hell. I love West Ham.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thanks.
But with like esports, sorry, I know I'm rambling, but with esports, I know that like everyone who has played a game that has like an esports scene has at least one time in their life thought, I could be the best player in the world.
I could go to the distance.
Like, yeah. Like Hercules, yeah. That's a fucking tune of a film, by the way. Anyway, we'll get back to that in a different episode. But I know that as you get better and better, like the more that you play the game, the more that you improve, the sweatier people get. The sweatier they get.
Yeah.
And it just becomes less and less fun because people are thinking they're actually getting close to the point where they could get signed. Even if they're a million miles away, they're like, I can do this. And it just makes people really fucking care way too much about games.
That distance between, that step in which you realize, I'm quite good at this. And you're beating all your friends and you're doing well.
Yeah.
But the gap it takes then to make money from something. Yeah. It's the same. What
Smash, isn't it? The Smash Brothers documentary, every god of Smash, every pro is gone, I twatted all my friends. And then I got to a tournament and I got fucking annihilated.
Yeah. That's my first ever experiences with esportsy stuff and the FGCs. The only game I've ever really got into that level has only ever been fighting games. And it was, I've talked about this before, but it was Smash Melee, going to a hotel in Newry with my friend Liam. And we drove down and it was just a load of Smash fans. Yeah. But I was a Smash fan too, so it was okay. I wanted to play Smash Brothers on the GameCube.
You were okay. You weren't safe, but you were okay.
Yeah. But it was class crack. But I was always the best in my small group of Irish small town friends. Obviously, look at me now. Can you see the man I've become? Witness me. But going to one of these, you really get your eyes open. You go, fuck. I didn't lose my first match, and I was hype to not do that because the other dude just happened to be worse than me. Yeah, in a Marth mirror match. Ooh. Yeah, I played Marth.
Yeah, of course you did. What's it called? I think that's probably the one thing which keeps the FGC, or like traditionally keeps it safe, is that it's local community. Yeah. Like in America, they have way more. There's not really too much of a local scene. There's a bit of one, but they're not as big and stuff like that. Although Liverpool fighting game scene, pretty good.
Shout out Merseyside FGC. I've been down a good couple of times.
Nice lads.
So I've gotten in more into Street Fighter. I'm still really bad. I'm about to hit 300 hours. Yeah. And I still, because what is happening, I'm finding now, is I'm jumping between characters a lot because I'm just enjoying playing the game. Yeah. Which means that if I just stuck with one with Honda and just headbutted everybody over and over again, I'd probably be a master already. But I'm having too much crack.
Yeah.
I think all the different muscle mommies.
But this is the other thing as well. Like, again, sorry, this
muscle
is a
mother.
very muscle mother. Give me your muscle mother milk. I was talking to you, by the way.
Oh yeah, brother. Squirt.
That's the other thing that I was saying, is that again, like, did you just do this Squirtle? Shades or whatever it's called.
What?
Squirtle with shades.
Yeah, Squirtle's good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Hell yeah, Squirtle's good.
Squirtle's
anyway.
good. Shout out Pokemon. Have you seen that video? The review of episode 14 from Pokemon.
What?
Oh, I don't know. It's like 3 minutes long, and I want. Lad, we
do it later for Patreon.
Do it later. Oh, shout out. Let's go to our Patreon. Our Patreon. I think this is going to be the model. That we're going to do some extra stuff in there.
If you thought Dylan was racist this episode,
when you see me behind the paywall,
$3 to £10.
Yeah, come on to our Patreon. There's some extra bonus stuff there. So some extra streams. You can talk to us live. And then you get early access to all the episodes as well too. Yeah. It's good crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plug done. Plug me.
And at some point, Patreon specials.
Yes,
we've got some ideas for things to you do, Calvin.
Yes,
we break Calvin's back again.
Yeah, and we film it
this time.
We film it in glorious.
I was beginning to wonder what would break first.
Sorry, I love that. I got really into Bane posting. Do either of you know what Bane posting is?
It's Bane posting.
We're about to.
It's a 4chan thing. Anyway, no.
Can you do an impression of Bane if he managed West Ham?
You see, Batman, I don't not like foreigners. I just think they should go back where they came from.
God, West Ham getting slagged off today, aren't they? Poor them.
We're not all racist.
Up the fucking hammers, up the irons.
Up the hammer,
Up the irons, boy.
Come on, you irons.
What the fuck was
I wish
talking
you'd go
about?
back home, lad.
Yeah.
Go back to your own country. Cumbria.
If I say that to you, it's an actual hate crime.
Yeah, like my balls.
No, because he's part of our country, you see.
Are you trying to...
What I just said, that was a hate crime.
Yeah.
He's trying to dig up the fucking...
I ain't digging
The
nothing.
bad
That's
time
your
again.
job, lad. That's your job. Is
I'll
to
use
get
the power of the cause.
To do what?
Take over.
Okay, go for it.
all-
You're already in charge of this podcast. What more power could you need?
Fucking
You're the leader.
balaclavas from now on.
What are we talking about? Esports.
Esports.
Oh, yeah. Another problem I have is that, like, ranking systems I don't have a problem with, right?
Yeah.
But, like, you made a really, really good point before we got sidetracked by how racist West Ham fans might or might not be. Yeah. I'm just T-posing again, fuck's sake, sorry.
It's a good stretch. Oh.
I know my tits are... Your girlfriend, I said this before, absolutely fucking murdered my
Shout
tits.
out Katie Smith Strength. She trains people. If you want to be big and beefy like us.
It's true. She has made me significantly stronger in the last 12 months.
It's good being beefy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can jiggle my tits and it's not just fat anymore. you know?
What happens, I lift my tit and then it like falls down with like a thunderous thump.
On the mic. Yes. Yeah, ranking systems. I don't have a problem wanting to be the number one, but it's kind of very tied into that, like, oh, well, I have to be the highest rank possible. Where in actuality, you should have the most fun with the game.
Yeah.
If you want, like, this is the thing, is that there are definitely people who are going to want to be the best in the world, who are gonna go to those tournaments or, play online, push themselves to be as competitive as possible. And I don't have a problem with those people existing. No, I have a bit of a problem, but what's it called? The other side is that I think passively now, the children, the Zoomers,
Think of the children.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the children. No, I'm not. I promise, I'm not thinking of the children. Anyway, I just made it sound so much more Nazi, didn't it?
You have to double down. It's like, fuck yeah, I'm thinking of you. Little Jimmy.
Oh, no.
Get to ours, Jim.
Back to us. Is that like they're being raised not in an environment of just play a game and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Play with your mates, Xbox Live parties like we were talking about. Yeah. It's like, no, you
Play
need to watch the frame data. Like, you know what I mean? Get to the highest rank.
Even like Fortnite.
Yeah.
The fact that the only way to win or in any way is to annihilate 99 other people to be the best. It's fucking mental. Like if you go like team deathmatch, even if you don't win, it's like, I got really the best KD or I did really well. And like, it's all small wins everywhere. I know you can do that in Fortnite. It's like, I got 5 kills or I got to number 10. But to get to, and I know probably the feeling of winning is probably better.
Yeah.
But like, because everyone's striving to be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I never thought of it like that.
Like when I played League, the one thing which really stuck out to me is like the way that people speak about each other is horrible, but the way they speak about themselves is terrible. So you would have players who are like challenging the highest rank, or there'd be actual like professional players on teams, and they would make a very like understandable mistake, or something wouldn't go their way or whatever, and they go, I'm fucking trash. I'm a piece of garbage. I'm fucking terrible. I should, you know what I mean? Like,
Lad, every time I've played you in Street Fighter, you go through a mental breakdown.
Yeah, well, this is
your
the thing.
sense of ego disappears.
Yeah.
You become only id.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
it's
There's no
literally
like
just
that's
pure emotion.
Yeah. It's really like unhealthy, obviously. But the other thing is that like that obviously goes to other people, and it's not about like, oh, you know what? I did have a good time. I did, get KD. I had good crack with the boys. It's like, oh, we're not in fucking this, like, we're not in this rank. We're not in here. And so we're bad people because we're bad at games. Like when I played this is the other thing. Like there's a saying, I don't know who said it. It might have been Gabe Newell. Yeah. I feel like he said everything. Was like, he said that players will try and optimize the fun out of a game.
Yes, that was
if
Gabe,
you give them
I
a
think.
chance.
Yeah.
Big Gaben. Shout out.
Shout
Shout
out.
Gaben.
Big Gaben.
But that's super true. And like I think part of the reason that people miss like old World of Warcraft is because it was a time when no one fucking knew anything. And now it's like the sweatiest people imagine, or, they're speed running shit. They're doing things they want. It's just like fucking,
it's a
can we
weird
just
one too.
enjoy things for what they are rather than like being the fucking top at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've enjoyed a good sweat in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've enjoyed Street Fighter more than fighting games I have in a long, long time. Like when I played fighting games years ago as a little child, like playing like Street Fighter 2
And
or
you were played with
Tekken and whatever. And I hadn't a fucking clue. The fact that I could pull off a Hadouken or a Dragon Punch, but like, fuck yeah.
Spinning pile driver.
It's unbelievable.
If someone could do an SPD in like 2000 or, you know, like in the 90s or whatever, they were like, what the fuck?
But that's what a lot of the big Street Fighter FGC heads say now, is that the pool of people who are so infinitely better than the people that were good in Street Fighter because the wealth of knowledge that there is now and the wealth of information that you can literally go how to optimize combo X character and you've got 10 tutorials and 10 wiki guides and exactly how to do it, and you go, well, if I just learn that, then I'm going to be at a certain level. Whereas it was probably like 2 lads in Ireland that could do any of the stuff. It's cool. I like the direction it goes. It's for those people and having those games have those things, like the fact that Street Fighter 6 gives you the frame data so easily. Yeah, but like Mewtwo King and Melee back in the day, like hacking into the game to get the frame data and stuff and see exactly where the hitboxes and stuff were, just so he could have the edge of people playing with Pikachu.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, is that I hope there are loads of people who play games and just enjoy them and they go, you know what, if I'm shit, I'm shit. But I don't think that that's the way that you're like predisposed to do it. And there's one thing that I know is that if you're like younger, because like I started playing League when I was like 16 and it's the same kind of thing. Like the game has evolved to a level that I don't recognize anymore in terms of skill, in terms of like player skill. And it happened to me as time went on. I just got worse because I wasn't improving. Everyone improved around me and I just got worse. Yeah. But it's like the effects that it will have on kids to be like, this is a viable career path for me to stay in and play video games all day. And it's, you know, it doesn't have the benefits that like a sport does, where you will get like healthy and you will get social contact and you will, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that like chronic gaming will make you socially anxious or like agoraphobic or something. But if you already have those traits and you don't maybe have tons of friends at school and there's one thing that you're really good at, it's not uncommon for people to just put all their eggs in that basket, and it's like it's this or nothing, much like us with this podcast. It's this or nothing.
This is the grave.
Yeah, toaster in bath.
I don't know why he's got.
Well, we're doing it together, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
And Calvin.
That's
We've
nice.
not asked Calvin about it yet, but he's coming with us. If this doesn't go well, so subscribe to
if
the
I
Patreon.
kill myself, it'll be on my own terms. Thank you very much.
That's what you think.
What was I going to say?
I know those are a lot of very serious points, but
no, it's nice. It's a good conversation. I know what you mean. Like, I did have a funny point, but I did have an actual salient point before that. Yeah. Like, I don't really remember. Like, I can't remember the first game I played that had a ranking system. Not like it was obviously ranked and you're in points and you level up, whatever. But when you go into a game and then you actively lose points, and you actively go, oh, you used to be silver, but now you're bronze, or like, and you're striving for that higher number. Yeah. Like that is fucking playing any game. Like most ranking online games are like that now, like Rocket League and whatever. And it's super stressful. Yeah. And it is like, especially when you go into an environment where people care. Yeah. Like going into like even an FGC event. Yeah. People are nice in the FGC, so it's not too bad. But if you're like, you don't want to say, oh, I'm a bronze. Yeah. In case people will bully you.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Like if you really love something and you've got a number attached to you, that's like a very literal thing, and other people care about it, so they'll be like, why am I going to listen to your opinion, even if you say the right thing, or even if you're really fun to play with, even if you're like great crack? People don't care about that as much anymore. They just want to be with the people who are going to win the most.
Even as you were saying before, when it's like people who, it's like, if you are feeling lonely and you don't have any other skills when you're younger, and you've got, well, I can fucking play games, so you put your self-worth into that. Yeah. And then I'm using Street Fighter as an example all the time because it's the one that I'm into at the minute. But when you're a master rank, you don't rank down anymore, but you've got MR, which is your master points. And it's like the best in the world are like 2,000. Yeah. And you start off at 1,500. And then obviously if you lose points, you win, you gain points or whatever. It's really difficult. Yeah. But people online basically categorize it in like the hundreds. Like if you're in 1,700, you're good. You're 1,800, you're amazing. Yada. But like, if you're having a bad day, you can lose hundreds of points And I've seen people on Twitter and like people like the trick of playing Street Fighter online is that if you go play for 45 minutes, win a few, and then turn that fucker off because you'll want to kill yourself immediately. Yeah. So if you're putting all your self-worth into that,
yeah, for sure. And like the secret is not to go deeper into the game thing, because like actual sports, only like a tiny fraction of people are actually going to make it. And the other thing is that for every Counter-Strike or League or whatever that is not going to change, like CSGO's got CSGO 2 now, which is, but it's always going to be basically
it's just
the same.
Counter-Strike 2, isn't it?
But then if you think about like the difference between Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 6, like let's say your game's part of a series and the next game just isn't good and no one buys it. And then you're the grand champion of Street Fighter 7 and not making any money off it, and you have no skills. Or you play Overwatch and you're fucking class at Overwatch and they go, done now. Done. No more esports. Done. No one plays this game. No one watches this game. Like, it's such a precarious fucking
what if
game,
you're like a Twitch streamer and you've made your career of streaming a certain game and then that's a dead game?
I've watched Overwatch streamers go from like thousands and thousands of concurrent viewers on Twitch occasionally when I would watch them to like 200 playing Overwatch 2 because there's just not the same interest. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's the difficulty of streaming for the purpose of a game rather than a personality.
Yeah,
because if you're coming with someone with a personality, it doesn't matter what the fuck they're playing. But if you go and it's like, I want to watch Apex streams, and you get into an Apex streamer, and then if they play anything else, none of the audience comes with them apart from the diehards. Like, what do you think's more difficult, to be a professional esports boy or a sports boy?
Harder in what way? Like harder to make it happen?
Yeah. So if you, what would be more difficult, to be a professional FIFA player where you made all your income from FIFA?
Yeah.
Or to be signed, I'd say Premier League.
Okay. What league are we talking?
Non-league.
Non-league. I think I could get signed non-league probably easier.
Like today?
Not like today. I'd be like that fat goalie. I forget what his name is. Do you remember him, Calvin?
The one who took bets on him eating a pie.
Yeah. Yeah. What a legend he was.
I think he was called Wayne.
Wayne, yeah.
They're all called Wayne.
I hope he's all right now. Shout out to him. Just in case, because he was a big lad.
Shout out to the pies. I fucking hate pies.
Yeah, pies.
Pies are shit.
See, that's
such an English thing. When I moved over here and all of you was like, pies are
class.
Not have
pies, have you? No, number one. Calvin, have you ever said Wayne Shaw? Shout out to Wayne Shaw. Look at him there.
Look at him. Look at the neck.
Look at the neck.
It's like fucking Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse. That's unbelievable.
He played for Sutton, which is
what a guy. I think I like pies now.
I think he played a decent game, to be fair. I think it would probably be easier for me to get signed esports than if it was today. But I think it's...
No, if you're starting from neutral, say you're 6, little tiny baby Josh,
I think,
and you've got 2 paths. Do you, like, what do you think you could do? Not even quick. Obviously, quicker is because you can be like Ending Walker in Street Fighter is like 16 and fucking he's 17 now, but he was like 16 when he was like traveling the world playing Street Fighter 5.
I think esports is easier to make some money from. Football especially is like an absolute fucking meat grinder, and it just like destroys kids' lives because it's the same kind of thing. You put in a system, and then all of a sudden you've got like someone I went to school with was like captain of like Liverpool under 21s.
Oh shit!
Kenny Dalglish was really high, and he wrote an article about it. I'll post it. But Kenny Dalglish left, and Brendan Rodgers came in. He had a knee injury at the time and just got sacked straight away. And he's not a football player. I think he might play like League 2 or something. Yeah, like semi-pro. But
it's not like your game didn't get updated.
Yeah.
So you can't play fighting games anymore.
There's like a transferable skill. And like you say, like there are people who are just entertaining enough for people to follow them, even if it's not as much. But like, Jesus Christ, I would not want to be a sports person. Yeah. Because really there's not a lot of... There's like 3 sports that'll make you fucking super rich. And then all of the other ones like, not at all. Like, it's fucking hard.
And it's all genetics based.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Like, it actually is. Because I remember when I was doing my masters, I got the lab coat.
He's got a master's. He's fancy.
You have a master's? You actually, speaking of the sponsor of this episode, we're officially sponsored this week, guys. So we're sponsored by Spicy Thai Ringos, which is also the name that bit fucking died a death, didn't it? I'm not going to do that. It's not our studio.
Oh yeah, please don't do that.
Yeah. Anyway, but you're a spicy.
Have you tried any of them yet?
No. Do you want to try a spicy Thai
give me a
Ringo?
Ringo, lad. A couple of Ringos for the Ringos. I'm warning you, peace and love. Fuck yeah, man. This is a great little thing.
Get
This is a
deep in my
great
ring.
bit.
Do you want one, Calvin? I'm not going to toss a Ringo to you, Ringo.
Oh my god,
Okay.
unreal!
Nice one, then.
It tastes like Chinese food.
What's
Got a weird
what's the worst smelling takeaway? Because I think Chinese food is not nice smelling. Oh no, you can.
Yeah, you can come. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
All right.
They are
We're
Calvin.
gonna have to cut this bit, aren't we?
No, fuck it.
They're just the crunching.
Nothing wrong with a crunch. Sorry, we just had a little snack interlude. I think we should do that every episode.
No,
was
we're
great.
sponsored by a different type of Ringo.
You just wanted to call me a Ringo. Don't do the face. You can't do the face. I'm warning you. Okay. We were having quite a nice, serious conversation.
We're having
then.
a very serious conversation. Yeah. Anyway,
You were
genetics.
doing your masters like a fucking fancy boy.
Yeah, you also must. But what's it called? I was looking into how much, like, you know, because I always talk about like mentality. My mentality, man.
Yeah.
That's what gets me where I am today.
Yeah.
It's not. It's mostly genetics, and it's also how much sport you play as a kid. Because
really?
like yeah, like you need to be an athletic kid and also put in that environment. Like you might, like it is important, but it's way, way less important than your genetics. Because you can have the best mentality in the world, but if you're 5'2",
Yeah.
or 4'11",
I also
what
think
sport do
you need far less support. If you're going to be a professional athlete, your parents have got to support you financially, time-wise.
Yeah.
You just need a console to be an esports player.
Well, yeah, that's part of the good thing. I remember when I was younger, I really liked that idea that like anyone can be a professional. Whereas in like, if you want to be a pro athlete, you really need to start when you're a kid, and you also need to find like Calvin said, you need teams, you need clubs, you need all that kind of thing. Like if you want to be an Olympian, like I'm not going to be a bobsled champion around here, am I?
Yeah.
There's no snow and there's no hills really, so I'm just fucked. Like if I want to be a wrestling champion, an amateur wrestling, I am a pro wrestling champion. But if I want to be an amateur wrestling champion, I'm just fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's just not happening. But
What?
esports, you can do it.
Yeah. What I love most about esports though is the cringe.
There we go.
Do you watch many like online things or anything or any events?
I go through phases. It's like I go through like TV show, anime, esports, regular sports, and it kind of rotates.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
I do the same.
But when was the last esports? It was probably
Evo?
It would have been Evo. Yeah, it would have been
Evo,
Evo, and the one in Abu Dhabi, was it?
Super 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was sick. I've been up on all the Street Fighter stuff because Capcom Cup is coming up soon. It's like a fucking $1 million prize pool.
Yeah.
Not prize. No, it's a $2 million prize pool. First place gets a milli, but to get into it is fucking wild.
You need points, don't you? Isn't it?
It's
Isn't they
points
do
through the
Pro
tour across the world.
Yeah.
So there's the World Warrior. So there's like UK and Ireland one, it's points or whatever. But like the winner at Evo, and then they have their own offline events.
You know what
It's
else?
fucking crazy to get into it.
What else? One thing really quickly, just before we get into the cringe, just a last serious point is you better hope that your company wants to keep supporting it, because Smash just got fucking killed, didn't it, a couple months ago?
Yeah.
By Nintendo
Fuck
just
that,
going,
yeah, that's right.
You're fucking done. Now we're not hosting any tournaments.
If you didn't see this, is that so? Because Nintendo fucking hates esports.
They hate esports.
And they hate anyone not using their game for just pure crack.
yeah.
Which fair play, but like no, you play the game I want you to play.
Yeah.
It's like going into Subway and be like, oh, can I have a meatball marinara? You go, no. Who the fuck do you think you
Who
are?
the fuck do you think you are?
Little Jimmy.
You'll have a turkey on fucking Italian herb
You'll
and
have
cheese.
just turkey, no bread, turkey and cheese.
Turkey and cheese.
Open your gob, Jimmy. Just fucking feeding turkey and cheese into little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy's getting it today.
Fuck little Jimmy, lad. The gimp.
Okay, cringe anyway.
I think there was another point before we go into cringe. What was it? What were we talking about before? I was talking about strangling little Jimmy.
Shoving your
How
six inch in little
yeah, about
Jimmy.
esports and stuff. Yeah, whatever. Super difficult to get in.
Yeah.
But I quite like watching different bits. I don't. It's only really fighting game communities, but I have watched other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know League. I know that's a big one. I know people like going to like the big league events. Like what's the cup that they do? Is it like
It's just Worlds.
is it Worlds?
They
Is that
have a
what it is?
mid-season invitational called MSI, obviously, and they have like Worlds. They have IEM, which is like a independent. I'm not sure if they still do those, but it's like an independent esports thing. They do like Dota and CS:GO and stuff as well.
Is League a good game to watch? Because I see it as a complete layman, and I go, "What the fuck is going on?"
I think it's almost impossible to follow unless you have like a cursory understanding of the game. I've not played it in years at this point, and I feel like I couldn't understand it either.
Really? How the fuck is it so popular? Is it just because the game is so popular?
It's because it's free, and
because anyone can watch a fighting game.
Yeah,
I mean, if someone's doing fucking pure footsies and just going back and forth, I can be like, yeah. You don't know why that's good, but whatever. But when you see someone just popping off and doing raging demons and fucking people up, it's sick.
That is class. I don't know. I think it has to just be the free. And the other thing was that it was like a massive party game back when it was actually fun.
Yeah.
Back when there was still an esports team, but it was super fucking ghetto. Like it wasn't like anywhere near. They weren't selling out like Seoul's fucking Olympic Stadium in Korea. Like that wasn't happening. It was just dickheads fucking about.
Yeah.
You know, and that was way more fun. I think that's why it got so popular. But even in like 2012, people knew it was like a fucking ragey game.
Oh, fuck.
Like genuinely, like I joke about it, but some of the things that I've seen people say and like had said to me are genuinely like horrible. Like
you deserve it.
Yeah, thank you.
But anyway, fucking one of my favorite parts about esports is the Olympians themselves. Straight from the Mount Olympus, coming.
A special bunch, you would say.
Yeah, a special bunch. But I love them because it's really funny. Even the times, not saying I'm a mega cool dude or whatever,
You're
but like
cool.
I'm pretty cool. But like when I've went to events, I've been like, oh,
you've been by far the coolest.
Yeah, and that says a lot. Like I'm because I like talking to people and drinking pints.
Yeah. Don't talk about pints, lad.
I know we're off. Fuck, I'd love a load of pints.
Yeah.
But anyway. But it's just a load of characters who are all amazing at games for all different reasons. But have you never watched like Smash Brothers cringe compilations?
No, I don't think I have. I've watched a lot of speedrunner cringe compilations, which I feel like fills.
Did you say speedrunning is an esport?
No.
Cool. Is it what would you define an esport as before I move on?
I think esports is like a smell. It's not just it's not like
Lynx
a thing.
esports.
Yeah, well, not Lynx, but what's it called? No, there's something about it which is like it's very professional, it's very sanitized, and it's fucking lame.
I think that's why it's funny sometimes seeing the esports people go into this because it's built up. There's like ESPN covers it, and fucking West Ham wants an esports team, and they're wearing like the tight like sport jerseys, and you just see man tits all over the gaff. It's class, exactly. But like I wear big baggy tops.
Yeah.
To
You won't
hide
be allowed.
the tits.
You won't be allowed.
But then, like, if I wanted to go play fucking Valorant, like, get that fucking small,
You're wearing a child's medium
waxy
right now.
t-shirt on
Yeah.
fucking, and then go up on that stage, and we're gonna pretend like this is some cool sporting event.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Imagine Dragons playing.
It's always Imagine Dragons.
Always Imagine Dragons, but just as an example,
Contentious thought there.
Yeah.
What you're describing is also darts.
Oh, 'cause I love the darts.
Real sport?
Darts aren't a real sport. It's a real game, but it's not a sport. And
do you like darts?
knows I love darts.
darts is sick.
Darts is sick.
I
Darts
learned-
knows it's stupid, so I love it automatically. You know what I mean?
What are you saying, Colin?
Dylan taught me the rules to darts 3 days ago.
I have big dart player build, don't I?
You do.
Yeah.
But you can't. Yeah. No punch.
But I have no coordination.
I'd love to play darts with you.
Oh, can't we?
Yeah.
Low poly dart special.
All right, that'll get the people in mind. Fucking hell.
I really like the Final Fantasy VII remake dart minigame. It's the best dart minigame I've ever played.
How many dart mini games have you played?
I think at least 4.
Yeah, I think I've been about
honest.
3, Calvin, to be honest with you.
So there's the the other really good one was on, I think it was Wii Play, where you hold the Wiimote like a dart and you have to line
They
it up.
were
and
asking
go,
for trouble with that one, weren't they?
fucking breaking CRTVs left and center. Nobody wore the fucking little horrible
I did.
wristband.
No wonder you're
yes.
still a virgin, Calvin. Fucking hell. Can we talk about the esports cringe? Because
Yes,
you've been
sorry.
bigging up these.
I know.
Like Dylan
So
has
this
some
morning when
topics.
I was prepping the podcast, I was just looking at funny videos, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just Googled esports cringe.
He texted me, guys. He texted me going, I've done so much. I woke up at 6. I've done so much for the podcast today. And I was like, sweet, yeah. And then he got here, he sat down, he was like, oh, I've only written like 2 things down.
That's because I woke up and then just went on my laptop for fucking ages. It was class. But I've sent you some links, Calvin. Is like,
Yeah.
I love esports again because of the people. And I love the Smash community.
Yeah.
Not for the pedophiles. Pause it. Thank you. Wait. And there's this hype that's always been around it. And if I do recommend anyone still watch the Smash Brothers, the YouTube.
That is a good documentary.
It's like a 6-part, like 8-hour long Smash Brothers documentary. When I watched that for the first time, I went, games are cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I can be a gamer.
Maybe that's like the disappointment I have, because like FGC stuff is pretty cool for me, and like esports could have been cool, but they just ain't. Because weirdly, the people who are best at the sport, whatever the game is, are not the most Chad-looking people usually. They're not really a diverse bunch of people with interests. You know what I mean? They mainly just really like that game.
Yeah, and that's fine. But like, obviously, Smash Bros. Was my first events, and it was the first stuff I sort of always watched on.
Yeah.
But everyone that you go to, everyone you meet at events is just this. So this is what I mean by like the grandeur of these big events that they go like, right, we're serious. We're the darts of gaming, but nobody has A, any social skills, or B, any presenting skills. So, and I love this video so much. Can you put it back to the start and play it for me, Eric Calvin?
This is Thunder Gaming's Thunder Smash Top 8. Introducing first, hailing from New York, he's playing for Team Liquid and is one of the most dominating Alamars the scene has today. Give it up for DeBuzz!
Damn. What a powerful walk. What a powerful walk.
Music. Wait. I'm warning you. Peace and love.
But that's such a contrast, isn't it? With, because Street Fighter does it now, where I can't remember is it Friday Night Fights or whatever it is, that's in a wrestling ring. And they have wrestling
CFN,
entrances. CFN, which is fucking class. They give them belts. They've lent into pro wrestling, which again, stupid but cool.
Yeah, this is like they've definitely seen.
Sorry, I just seen fucking Big Wayne. 23 stone. Fuck me. That's like he's 320 pounds.
Would you play as Wayne Shaw if he was a fighting game character?
Yeah, he's Rufus from Street Fighter 4. That's basically. Can you just Google Calvin? Can you just Google Rufus Street Fighter 4 for the Gooners?
Fucking yes. Rufus was class.
Did you play Rufus?
I just like looking at him, to be honest.
Look at him there.
Look at him go.
He'd be good in goal, wouldn't he? Them
could
dive
you imagine
kicks.
the amount of pies Rufus
And
could fucking scoff down?
I love how they just went, what's an American? they've got Mike Tyson and the fattest man he's ever lived. We're not going to be a big round cunt.
I love Japanese stereotypes of everybody else.
No, we're not doing this. We're not talking about Mr. Popo. We talked about that. About how there was that really awkward phase in that we're fucking talking about it now. In the 90s and 2000s and the 2010s and the 2020s, where they were just really, every black character just had big red lips and
See, said it from the start.
I remember.
Fuck the Japanese.
I remember there's I can't remember if it's an episode or one of the things in the manga, but it's like a boxing manga, Hajime no Ippo, and he fights an American fighter who's black, and it's just stated as fact that the reason that he punches so hard is because he's black. I was just like, fuck's sake, lads.
Christ, lads.
I think Ippo's
They deserve everything that they get.
What time are we on, Calvin? Should we just run through these videos? Because I feel like we've gone, haven't we?
We're at 1 hour and 10.
Hour and 10? Fucking hell. Big beefy one today.
This 45-minute thing is not happening.
No, we talked too much shite. Yeah, I have another link. Just again, to reiterate how much I love esports competitors. Nothing too related to the first one.
He's got one of the most dominating Olimars on the scene.
Got one of the most dominant Olimars on the scene.
Upper bracket competition to take place here. Guys, let's go ahead and welcome our first player to the stage. Put your hands together for DeBuzz.
He's back.
Oh, no. He's awesome, mate, though. Good for He tried. He learned his lesson, man.
I regret everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically like, you should do something
All right,
cool.
and
it was
let's welcome
I
his
guess I'll-
opponent,
I guess I'll flip this ball.
Larry.
Right, yeah, cool.
Another
He doesn't try and
upper bracket competition.
So like, I love same thing. The reason why I love like fumbles and and like the room and people who make serious mistakes with their lives, they're just lovable scamps.
Yeah.
And you can see they're trying. People can see that we're trying right now.
Yeah.
Maybe one day they'll look back at compilations of us and laugh at us on a
They
podcast.
probably will. Is the buzz still active?
I think so.
Can we
It's
talk
one
to
of
the
us, Dominic
buzz?
and Alamar in the scene. Just get them on the pod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, can we
'Cause it'd be like
can
12
we put
PM
out like
now.
a poster
Yeah.
for like a Smash tournament
Yeah.
and do a low poly presents Smash tournament? But when everyone gets here, we just go, "You want to take a seat?" Just Chris Hansen them all.
It's the technique they never thought to try. We just round them up in a big net or
It's like,
something
I was
like
just coming
Scooby-Doo.
for Smash. I was like, I'm sure you were coming to Smash.
Right.
Yeah, fucking no.
Was that why you asked me how many 14-year-olds there were here?
Yeah, fucking little Jimmy.
Anyway, I would love to speak to the buzz. I think I'd know nothing about him aside from his Olimar prowess.
He's a cool dude.
And he can flip a bottle.
Do you ever played Smash Brothers? You've played Rivals of Ether and it's fucking the same
I
thing.
have. I've played a little bit of Melee with friends.
Yeah.
I've played Brawl with friends, and then I was like, I'm good.
Melee's sweaty as fuck, like because most of the game and the reason why it's sweaty and the reason why it's loved, I think, is because the only way to play it seriously and competitively is to glitch the game.
Yeah.
Is wave dashing isn't supposed to be part of it.
Yeah.
Fucking is that L canceling,
cancelling, yeah.
all this mad shit that basically because the game came out in 2001 and couldn't get updates because it was on the Cube.
Hell yeah.
It just had all this busted shit in it.
Yeah.
And everyone went, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just a quick one. Just before, I don't know if you have anything else you want to say, but it's really on my mind. Smash Brothers Brawl, best opening theme
Yeah.
in a long time.
All the Smash Brothers banging openings.
Yeah.
Melee's openings. Fucking the video that opens with Melee. Chub City. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Seeing a Link in a skimpy little green tunic.
We already talked about Twink Link.
Twinkling.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was a whole part
Get
of
him
the
back
episode.
up. Get him back up.
No more Rule 34. Because I had to edit around it all.
Already rehashing old
Fuck
ground.
that, man.
Have you got anything else?
I don't think so. Apart
Calvin.
Yes, I have a third link. We've both seen this. I think this is a nice way to end it because it's actually, I think, the coolest esports
cool
thing.
one. Oh, is this Takedo?
The Raging Demon.
Hell yeah.
Takedo. So there's a character in the Street Fighter called Akuma. Can you go about a minute 45 in this?
I mean, can we just go to the
big where everyone
wait,
rewatches?
head a bit back. Head to like 140.
So this is Takedo versus Claky Dean, Street Fighter 4.
Look at that fucking quality.
Oh yes.
Let's go, Justin.
I think we should go back to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are. So playing Akuma versus Ibuki. Off they go. I don't even know.
Big sweep.
I'm going to assume this is a finals. It's probably not. Oh, boom. Off he goes. He's
He's a big
behind.
ass. Fucking else.
Oh, fucking whiff punish. And off he goes. So it's on a projector. And he goes. And he gets the 10 on the back.
He gets the thing. That's fucking class. Takedo is just
It's just guys.
He's not feeling it, is he?
It's just guys being guys, that isn't it? Should we put on fucking moment 37?
Yeah, let's close it out with Evo.
Fuck
37.
yeah, man.
Evo moments.
Evo moment. Is it? It is 37, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll correct.
Come on, of course we know that. This is probably the GOAT
I've never
moment.
seen Daigo play angry before.
Go on.
On
Evo's
Mute
sick. I love Evo. It's my favorite one to watch.
It's everyone's favorite, isn't it? For a reason. Oh, the Beast.
Rare footage of Daigo actually
What the hell was
angry.
Almost?
I think we should play.
Justin's turtle style. Overcome Rao. Now on the verge
Is
of
it?
putting Daigo down. 1-0.
Is it now? Let's go, Justin.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, bum, 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 bum.
Holy shit, that's fucking ridiculous.
You hear that fucking low audio roar. Look at the pop-offs. Look at that place. How could you imagine you were Daigo in that moment?
Yeah.
The blood rushing to my little Japanese cock right there would have been unbelievable.
But I think to close out on a kind of serious point, that is not esports.
What?
That's not esports. That's something way pure. That would never be the same. It would be like, like they'd interview him after the game. No one fucking spoke to him. He was someone asked him about him
Back
years
to
later, and he was
Japan
just
you
like,
go, lad.
yeah, and he was just like, oh yeah, you just learned how to do it one day, and I just did it. You know what I mean? That's fucking class.
The reason why that's so hype for people that don't know Street Fighter, so I think we should play Third Strike on stream for the channel.
Yeah.
Because neither of us know how to play it.
No.
We know how to play fucking Street Fighter, but
It's
I'm
not
going to
the same.
assume you're not good at Third Strike. I'm not good at Third Strike.
Yeah.
I think that would be the
You
funniest
just
to
seem
play.
correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing that happens there at the end is that Chun-Li tries to do a really fast super, which will fuck up Daigo.
Yeah, it'll kill him even if he blocks it.
Yeah, but what he does in Street Fighter Third Strike, if you press in the direction that the attack is coming from, so forward, which is the opposite of the block button, if you time it perfectly, I think it's like a 3-frame window, something like that, and perfectly parries every single move. And
Like 21 hits or something.
And destroys that small Canadian child.
Shout out to his family.
Shout out Justin Wong.
Justin
and his family.
Wong. What a legend. Anyway, I think
Pod?
I've said everything I've wanted to say about esports.
Yeah.
Calvin,
What's
you
your
got
opinion
anything
on
you want to
esports?
say esports?
What's my opinion on esports?
Yeah. You've got to come up with something really funny now because it's been quite a serious pod.
Yeah, they're all right.
And
You hear it here, folks?
esports are all right.
All right with me. 5 out of 10, middle down the road.
I have nothing to shout out. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell. There
Yes.
we go.
Go on our Patreon. You'll get to see our faces live. We can call you slurs in the chat. We can, maybe you might see us kiss.
Yeah.
Only-
We do that all the time.
Yeah.
We do that
As
all
soon
the
as
time.
this camera goes off, Calvin gets molested. Every single time.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he's here.
Yeah.
This is payment. Sorry,
Right, I'm
broke
fucking
him
out now,
there.
yeah.
Right.
Take it easy.
Thank you so much for watching the Low Poly podcast. Tune in next week for more nonsense. More FGC.
More nonsense.
No more nonsense. I'm going back to Smash, baby. Bye. Bye.